What's up, guys? DB-YGO here with another Locals deck profile. It's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these, but Ben here has went undefeated today with, what did you play today? Zombies, yeah. This deck's crazy. He's really good with it, and also tomorrow's his birthday, so happy birthday, Ben. We love you. And we're gonna go ahead and get in the deck profile.
Alright, so we'll start with the main deck here.
Yep.
We'll start with the 3 ofs. So we got 3 Unizombie.
Okay.
Pretty much best card in the deck. Lets you send whatever zombie you want from your hand or deck to the graveyard once per turn. 3 Solitaire. That brings out Unizombie, so it's just basically playing 6 of that same card there. So essentially playing 6 Unizombie, which is always good. 3 Banshee. You send this usually off as Unizombie to activate Zombie World, everybody knows.
Yep.
Quick effect, do it whenever you want. 3 Ash, because it's a zombie, you can trigger Balderrock when you want, and it's just a good, good hand trap.
It's so funny that you can trigger I can't say the word, trigger Balderrock off of hand traps.
Then 2 Bloom.
Yep.
Just to bring out your boss monster there. 2 Mizukis. So you usually end up getting one somewhere in your hand or deck. Then they got 2 Gozukis. That just is an extra card to dump. If you don't have Unizombie, you have kind of a backup plan here.
Yeah.
And also his second effect's pretty good. If you send to graveyard, you can summon a zombie from your hand. So
he unbricks the Balderrocks out of your hand.
Yeah. And I'm only playing 2 of those. 2 of the boss monster here. Doom King's pretty good. He's kind of the core of the deck. You kind of base around everything on that. You can negate once per turn and banish once per turn, so it's pretty good.
Yeah. So the reason why this guy is so good is because you obviously play Zombie World. Not a spoiler because he plays Banshee, but Zombie World turns everything into zombies, and so this card can just basically negate any monster effects.
Yep.
So he's so good.
And then my 1-ofs here are 1 Tsuchinoko. That's also another. Breaks up your hand a little bit. So like if you have a bunch of if you have Mizuki or Doom King or something in your hand, you can trigger his effect and hopefully pitch those and then summon him.
I didn't even know you were playing him. I didn't see him when I played you.
Yeah. He's super good. Sometimes I side him out just because he's just kind of there. But, he is a good card to kind of unbrick hands a little bit.
Interesting.
And one of these guys. So my kind of combo-y, and this just gives you a tuner. So like this guy plus Banshee is a combo, and I can go over that a little bit. But,
okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah, but if you have that, and I'm playing a Veiler too, and that's just for cross out.
Okay.
But yeah, Veiler for cross out. 3 in the spells here. 3 Prosperity.
Yep.
Digs for the exact card I want usually. Most of the time I have 1 or 2 pieces and I need that extra card just to get...
It's so good to dig for cards when you don't even need your extra deck that much.
Yeah, you don't need your extra deck. But since I do play this next card here, I have to play this over Extravagance just to be safe.
Yep.
3 Super Poly. And this card's super good against just about everything. With Zombie World out, it makes everything zombie. You can just Super Poly anything into anything.
It's crazy.
But because of that, I play Prosperity, so that I'm guaranteed exactly what I want. Super Poly is still in my extra deck when I need it.
Yeah.
3 Zombie World.
Zombie World's dumb.
Yeah, Zombie World's core deck essentially. A couple negations here. I got Called by the Grave and Crossout. 1 of each. That's usually enough. It gets rid of Ash, gets rid of Veiler, Imperm, whatever.
Yeah.
It's also good to play this because your opponent plays Called by the Grave. You can get rid of your Called by the Grave to negate their Called by the Grave.
You actually did that tonight.
I did that today. Yeah. so it's super good because of that. And then Fool's Burial, Terraforming, and 1 for 1. Kind of my 1-ofs there.
1 for 1 gets Bloom, right?
Yeah, 1 for 1 can get Bloom. Or the Tenny,
the odd heart,
if you want to. But it's a way to discard a card essentially.
Yeah.
Like if you can discard Banshee to summon Bloom, then you got something going.
Also unbricks Balderrock out of your hand.
Yeah, unbricks. Yeah. So it's just a good discard.
Sweet.
And then for traps, I'm playing 3. 1 Imperm. That's mostly for Crossout too, but it's also just a good card. And then 2 Rivalries because it can lock down a lot of decks that way. It's just a good all around.
Yeah, the Zombie World Rivalry lock, if you're unfamiliar with it, if Zombie World and Rivalry's up and you have a monster out, You cannot summon monsters unless they are zombies, because in your hand they are a different type, so you can't summon something that's not a zombie. It sucks.
And side deck here, Lancias, and lots of Kaijus.
Lots of Kaijus.
This is pretty much the only thing I really side decked today were Lancias and Kaijus.
Yeah.
Everything else I sided maybe once. So these are the main cards you want to side against most decks. Dragoon decks, anything that brings out Dragoon, you're always siding in those Kaijus.
Yeah.
And also Super Poly is super good against Dragoon too. So you got a lot of outs Dragoon in here.
Yeah.
Lancia is good against Tri-Brigade and a bunch of other stuff.
Yes.
So. And also, Lancia is really good because your opponent's usually going to Lancia against you, because you have to banish Banshee or banish Bloom to use their effects, or Mizuki. So Crossout Designator, you can banish your own Lancia and stop their opponent's Lancia. So
that is
true. I played that. 3 Nibiru, a couple decks it's good against, but I didn't side in today.
Yeah.
It was really good though. I just have this in here. If I know I'm going first and I really got to get that combo off, then I'll side in the second one.
Okay.
But I've never done that. Harpies and 3 Twin Twisters. Just generic spell trap removal.
Yep.
Good against everything. Also another discard fodder. Good against.
I figured that's why you chose it instead of something like Lightning Storm or Cosmic Cyclone.
Yeah. Yep. And of course, now a couple decks are playing macro cards now, like Macrocosmos, D-Fissure, and all that stuff. So just a way to get away from that. Yeah. And then Imperial Order against Sky Striker. That's
pretty much the best scenario with that card.
Yeah. And then extra deck. So I'll start with the fusions.
So the most important.
Yeah, so Starving Venom. 2 of these guys here. These are the fuse any 2 zombies together.
Yeah.
So he's super good. And then Mud Dragon, which is just good against most decks too.
Yeah.
If you don't have Zombie World, then that's pretty much your only way to get out of a situation.
Yeah.
Like let's say they have like Secure Garden of Plus, Appaloosa, you can Mud Dragon.
So against Ethan, you super polyed his Anaconda and his Dragoon. Did you have Zombie World out when you did that?
Yeah, so I brought out this, but if I didn't, I would still be able to. Which is why it's super good.
Yeah. I'm just wondering which one you went into.
Yeah, because Anaconda is also a dark.
Yes.
So that's why I play this, because if you don't have Zombie World, or like obviously it's going to get negated, so you super poly first into that, and then you Zombie World or whatever. So yeah, it's super good to play just one of those. A couple synchros here. Didn't bring this out today, but it's super good. I did bring it out a couple tournaments.
I don't even remember what this card does.
Gains 100 for every zombie.
On the field and the graveyard. Holy crap,
so
he gets big.
If you have Zombie World out, it's both graveyard, so if your opponent has like 10 zombies, you got like
he's
10
good.
Zombies. Yeah, he can get really big, and then when he destroys a monster at battle, you can, or when a zombie is destroyed at battle, you can special summon any zombie. So it's super good. And playing these are tuner synchros I can bring out off of Help. And
spoiler alert, he's playing Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk's really good. Yeah, so here's Hulk here. So you can tuner with non-tuner. That's why I'm playing the Tenny. The Tenny tuner plus any non-tuner is Hulk. And then during your opponent's turn, you can either Hulk in the formula, draw a card, or TG to pop a Spore Trap.
Yep.
So that's really good. And then if you have Zombie World, they're zombies, so they would trigger Doom King. So that's really good too.
Oh,
so
nice.
Quick effect, trigger Doom King whenever you want.
Oh, so yeah, if you have Hulk and Zombie World and Doom King, if your opponent does something, you can literally special summon this, activate the effect, and then use Doom King to banish a card that your opponent controls. Yeah, that's nuts.
It is really
It turns into an interruption.
Yeah, it's an interruption.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so playing those. Some more links here. Soldier Chaos, super good, because I play a lot of high-level monsters like Doom King, of course.
Yeah.
So he can bring out pretty easy. Sucker, it's just pretty good. And I play Cerebus and Phoenix just to get out of situations.
Generic outs. Unbricks your hand.
Then Savior, he just dumps a zombie to attack over something. It's pretty good. I didn't bring him out today, but he's good. Link Rebo. That's just part of the. You can Link Rebo out a Bloom.
Yep.
So trigger Bloom and stuff like that.
So good.
And then
the Spice.
Yeah, the random.
So, all right. I know I didn't know what this card did, so I'm gonna put this up here so you can read it.
But it will be Barone when that comes out.
Oh, okay. So this is just until Barone comes out. So like, I gotcha.
But it is good. It's a good card on its own, but it's definitely will be better when Barone comes out.
It's just because he's the same level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but what do you do? Is there something you do with this specifically now, though?
Yeah, it's a quick effect that I can trigger Doom King off of to summon a 3300 token, which is pretty good.
Okay.
So whenever I want during opponent's turn, you quick effect, activates effect to summon a token. So like it's an eruption, just like Hulk is and everything.
Okay.
But you can so you synchro the Doom King and formula into this, and then during your next standby phase, Doom King comes back, and you have 66 on board essentially. So that's pretty good.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it will be Barone, which is Omni Negate, so it's better.
Yeah, for sure.
But so like for a combo to bring that out, I'll show you real quick. So like if you have just
Adhara and Banshee, or Adhara and anything.
Yeah, that works. There's a ton of different ways to do it, but I'll just show you this because it's easy to understand. So we have this. This could be a bunch of different things. This could be a bunch of different things, but it just kind of gives you an idea of how this works here. So you special summon, normal summon, and you link summon. Hulk.
Yep.
You do chain link 1, and then you do Banshee chain link 2.
So that you chain block the Hulky.
Yeah, you blade shock to Hulk, and then you activate the Zombie World. So Zombie World comes out. Bloom comes out. So you got this going on. Is it centered? Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so you got this going on. Then you link summon for Link Revo. So you got that. And then you trigger Bloom. You got that. So pass turn with that field just off of the 2 original monsters there, which is super good. During opponent's turn, you can use Hulk whenever you want. So you got a quick effect that you can trigger Doom King off of the banish card.
Yep.
So during opponent's turn, whenever you want, you can Hulk into formula. So you usually banish a card and you draw a card.
Yep.
That's super good.
That's super good.
And now you have a quick effect to synchro whenever you want.
Into the big guy.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah. So during your opponent's turn, whenever you want, and this will be Barone too, but
right.
During your opponent's turn, let's say you negate off Balderrock something, and then since he's kind of spent up, you can bring out either Barone or this guy for another negate, or this gives you a token. So during opponent's turn, you got 66, and you can negate an attack still.
Yeah.
And then during your next standby phase, he
comes back.
Yeah.
Lots of board presence.
Yeah, so lots of board presence for not a lot of resource there.
No, that's a pretty good resource
too. And like I said, there's a million different ways you can do this.
Yeah.
Like even just like Unizombie and Mizuki is the combo too, which is a little bit easier.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you can summon Unizombie
and discard a zombie or Mizuki.
Yeah, so Unizombie plus either one of these in your hand is the combo. Because you send one from your hand, send the other from your deck, banish Mizuki to summon back Banshee.
And then you're good, because he's a tuner. Yep, yeah. You're set.
So Unizombie is the core. Unizombie plus either one of these is that combo too. So there's a ton of different ways to do it.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, I did it a lot today. And I only brought him out once or twice, but just having that trigger effect off the Hulk to bring out formula is usually good enough.
Yeah.
And your opponent can't really go too far once you get that.
Especially if you have rivalry going on.
Yeah, if you have rivalry. Well, you have to do
you have to do it before rivalry because you can't summon it from the extra deck. That's right. Yeah.
So if you have rivalry, I'd probably just rivalry before I do anything else, just because it's so.
That's already powerful enough to stop everything on its own.
Yeah, but if they have an out to rivalry, then you got a backup plan.
Yeah. Well, holy crap. I love this deck. It's got some really crazy stuff going on. Good job today, going 4-0. We got second place.
Yep.
We had I think one other person got first today just because of tiebreakers. But I've already profiled his deck a few times, or at least once. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it again right now. But yeah, anything you want to say? Any shout outs or anything?
Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! 2, who had that zombie video a few weeks ago. And I just, he had that same combo in here, but with Barone, of course. But I just used it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if you watch his Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 video on zombies, that's basically what I'm playing.
Yeah.
I changed a few cards around, of course, but
Yu-Gi-Oh! Tube has some of the craziest deck ideas I have ever seen, and yes, I have used a few of them myself. They're so good.
Yep.
Again, thanks Ben for being on the channel again, doing the deck profile, and happy birthday tomorrow again.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, get the bell on, all that good stuff, and we will see you in the next video.